boss insisted I work in the office today. My boss and I had a disagreement about working from home this week. The office is in San Francisco. I live in the East Bay and need to cross the Bay Bridge to get to work. We had an important presentation scheduled today. I wanted to do it virtual because the APEC meeting is in SF this week and everything seems disrupted. President Biden and Chinese President Xi are here. It's a 2-hour commute on a typical day, and I told my boss it might not be feasible to come in this week. He insisted I come in. So I said okay, but don't blame me if I get stuck in traffic. We had a pretty heated discussion about it. So today there's a huge backup on every freeway toward the Bay Bridge because protesters have chained themselves across all 5 lanes. The bridge is completely closed. Now the boss wants me to do the presentation virtual, but I told him I can't. I'm stuck in traffic. I can't operate my vehicle and do the presentation. You will have to do it without me. But he isn't really qualified. Your boss isn't very forward-thinking, is he? APEC has been in the news for months as an area to avoid. It sounds great if you're taking BART in and can walk around without cars. But that was even before the unexpected protest. He FAFO himself. I hope you have all this documented because you know he's going to throw you under the bus, no doubt. Somehow this mess will be your fault. He got you stuck in traffic and now has to fend for himself. Good hope he buries himself with his incompetence. Your boss, he dumb. Don't blame me if I get stuck in traffic. I had a boss that absolutely would have blamed me for getting stuck in traffic. Well, you should have left 7 hours earlier then. No, I won't pay you extra for getting here hours early. Old boss was always saying you should have left earlier and docking pay. Once when during the early morning run out with all the phones and radios going, I get her calling up saying she's stuck in traffic and I got to hit her with the line, then hung up before she could respond. Made my week. Remember when I told you this would be a problem? And then it became a problem. And since I told you, it's your problem now. Time to get in touch with his boss. Cop, we are closing the road. Me, but my presentation. What shall I ever do? Oh well. They're not familiar with risk assessment, are they? FAFO. The signs have been saying to take transit into SF for at least a week. He's probably going to question why you drove instead of taking the ferry or BART. Love it when arseholes screw themselves over. Good work. Seriously, if I were the boss I would have changed the meeting. If you need to do an in-person meeting, you make sure both your clients and presenter can be there. All he had to do was wait 5 working days or less and the whole exercise would have been easier. Or even brought it forward a day or 2. Ah, the mighty boss. Today, he demanded my presence in the office. But guess what? I twirled my way in, rocking my flamingo print shirt, ready to conquer the day. Did you know that working in an office activates our brain's creativity circuits? So, let's embrace this opportunity to unleash our genius and make this office day epic. Biceps fire. Aside from the weather being nice, I guess? So I'm told. Is there really any upside to living in the Bay Area? How is that a 2-hour commute if I can make a similar drive from Sacramento in 2 hours? I'm willing to accept downvotes for this. But it literally is your responsibility to get to work on time regardless of traffic. I don't understand this thinking. If I was your boss, I would be looking to replace you. Seems as though you don't really care about your job. Your boss wanted you to give the presentation in person because it means more in person. Instead of finding a way, you probably left home the same time you always do, even though you admit you knew traffic was going to be an issue. I wouldn't put up with it. But that's me.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.